Hey everybody, this is a quick walkthrough of the Bridgerton demo for my graph rag blog. So the first thing you'll have to do is make sure that you install all the dependencies, and I've used UV as the package manager. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to activate my virtual environment with all those dependencies. Then we'll take a quick look at the two pieces of documents that are being used here. The first one is a documents.txt file, which has a list of 6 very simple documents. Document 1 talks about how at the Bridgerton masquerade ball, Benedict Bridgerton dances with this mysterious woman called the Lady in Silver. And then document 2 tells how Lady in Silver flees away at midnight and she leaves behind this glove. Document 3 is all about Sophie Beck being a maid working for Lady Araminta. Document 4 talks about Lady Araminta being the widow of Lord Penwood, the late Lord Penwood. And document 5 talks about Lord Penwood's will, that talks about an illegitimate daughter. Document 6 talks about the silver glove that has the crest of the Penwood family. There's also a graph.json file which talks about the different entities and the relationships between different entities. So document.txt is going to be used by the traditional rag, and graph.json is going to be used by the rag graph, by the graph rag. Alright, so with that said, I am going to run the two different Python files. First we'll start with traditional rag and then we'll move to graph rag. By the way, I'm using Llama 3.2 3 billion parameter model that's running locally in my MacBook. So that's the model that's going to answer these two questions. So first I will cd into traditional rag, and inside traditional rag I will run the python rag.py file. So here the Llama 3.2 3 billion parameter model has answered. So it retrieved chunks 6, 4 and 2, and based on the provided context it inferred that Lady in Silver's Lady Araminta, which is the wrong answer, as all of us who've seen the 4 episodes of season 4 already know. Now let's get out of the folder and let's get into the graph rag subfolder, and then let's run the graph rag python file to see how this one answers. Rag.py. Okay, so here it was actually able to retrieve the right entities, Lady in Silver and Lord Penwood. It was able to also understand the relationships, and the final answer, based on the provided relationships, we can deduce that Lady in Silver is actually Sophie Beck, and Sophie Beck is the illegitimate daughter of Lord Penwood. So there you go, a quick demo of how traditional rag versus graph rag works using Bridgerton as context, season 4 Bridgerton as context. Alright, I will see you again in another tutorial. Bye.